Okay, we're going to do some more work on polynomials, mainly cubics, but not always. First thing we've got to do is something really rather simple, but it's that important. We've got to be able to, given a polynomial, so p of x, same notation as f of x for a function, the p just means it's a polynomial, so this tells us what to do with x. So if we need to work out p of 2, it just means we're taking x to be 2, so we copy the whole lot out, but every time we get to an x we replace it by a 2, and it's a dead good idea to use brackets when we do that. So 3 times 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 8. Okay, so we set it all up, and then 2 cubed, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, so this is 2 times 8 minus 3 times 4 minus 4 times 2 plus 8. So we get 2 8s is 16 minus 12 minus 8 plus 8. Okay, and 16 minus 12 minus 8 plus 8, these cancel each other out, so the answer is just going to be 4. Okay. Alright, so that was dead easy, and when you're putting a positive number in, then as long as you know what that number cubed and stuff is, you shouldn't have a problem. What's slightly more interesting is when we put in negative numbers. So let's do p of minus 1. Okay, so we do the same thing as before, except in all of these brackets we're going to have a minus 1. So we get this, okay? And then we've got to do these powers of minus 1. Now, when you're doing powers of a negative number, this one, minus 1 squared, well, minus 1 times minus 1 is a minus times a minus, so minus 1 times itself is going to be plus 1. But I mustn't forget this minus in front of it, okay? But when I'm doing a minus number cubed, minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1, okay, well this, a minus times a minus, that will be a plus, okay, but when I multiply by another minus 1, it'll turn back into a minus, so minus 1 cubed is actually minus 1. And if you keep going, minus 1 to the power 4, another minus 1 times here, well the extra minus would turn it back into a plus, because the minus 1s pair off. So if you're doing an odd power of a negative number, you're going to get a negative answer, but when you do an even power of a negative number, you're going to get a positive answer. Okay, so let's put that into practice. This is going to be 2 times minus 1, minus 3 times plus 1, minus 4 times minus 1, I can actually do in my head, that's plus 4, minus times a minus gives a plus 8. So this becomes 2 times minus 1 is minus 2, minus 3, plus 4, plus 8, which all adds up to minus 5 plus 12 is going to be plus 7. Okay, so I think we've got the idea. Let's do p of minus 2. So p of minus 2, as before, we just put minus 2 in all the brackets. And then as before, I've got a negative number, so when I cube it, I'm going to get minus 8. So this is 2 times minus 8. But when I square it, minus 2 squared is plus 4, so I'm going to have minus 3 times 4. Minus 4 times minus 2, I can just go to plus 8, and I've got another plus 8 on the end. So I've got minus 16 from here, minus 12 plus 8 plus 8, and the minus 16 will cancel out the 2 8s, so the answer to this will just be the minus 12. Okay, and one more to do. 3 times 3 times 3 is 3 times 9, which is 27, so this is going to be 2 times odd power of minus 3, means it's 2 times minus 27, minus 3 times even power of 3, 3 squared is 9, so minus 3 squared is also plus 9, minus 4 times minus 3 is plus 12, plus 8 gives me minus 54, minus 27, plus 12, plus 8, which is minus 51. Okay, and that's how you substitute values into a cubic polynomial. Simple, huh?